we are live to watch this Avs game, or really right now, the end of this Florida-Carolina game. But shortly, the Avs game. So, should be fun. Hope y'all are ready to have a good time and just vibe.
And just vibe.
That's the dream. Just be vibing. All right. I start off every one of these with what's everybody drinking tonight and why isn't it a Breck Brew Avalanche?
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys like Jean-Luc Foodie, keep an eye out because we're going to have a feature piece on him tomorrow morning.
Boom.
I'm literally working on it right now.
We got a couple of different things coming out pretty soon. Should be fun.
I don't like this headline that much.
Change it.
Yeah. This is what it is right now. Here, I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels a little wordy.
I'm going to... Hold on.
Hey, it's Jesse. And a doggo sighting.
Doggo!
Best part of the watch-alongs.
Yeah, we'll see how long he behaves.
Hennessy, Moscow Mule. Wow, all right. Y'all are drinking the hard stuff tonight. An IPA, disgusting. Rum and Coke. Someone was saying 8:22 is the official puck drop for the Avs game.
What do you think? Well, this one. Except without a typo.
Yeah, that one sounds a lot better.
That's path, not O.
I know. I got it.
Okay. All right.
Anime drinking something from Japan. Shocking.
Yeah.
You got at least one other Breck Brew drinker in here. This Carolina game has had kind of nothing going on for the last couple minutes.
I watched the first period of it. It was just, there's one thing that I find really interesting about the NHL. The more that you watch, not just one team, and it's how fucking bad teams are on 5-on-3s. Because it's such a big advantage, but it's not something you ever practice because even like max time, you'd get like 2 minutes, right, of a 5-on-3. Yeah, and that happens like a handful of times a year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe for 5 or 10 games. Yeah,
you probably spend 15 minutes total in a whole season on a 5-on-3. Like, it's not something you practice.
I think even that's a little high.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's probably an aggressive number too. But across 82 games, you just never know.
Which further proves your point.
Yeah, and it's just like teams are so bad at it. They don't do anything on it. They don't move.
Well, you overthink it. There's a little bit too much room, right? And most teams, even like the most aggressive PKs in the world, are very passive on 5-on-3s. It's basically just take away the middles.
Sit in your triangle and don't give the seam pass.
So you just end up with a bunch of guys taking fake 1-Ts.
It's like it's your decision that impacts what you do is 2 defensemen, 2 forwards. How high out do they go?
Yep.
And that's it. Like, you're just sort of guessing at that point.
We're just hanging out watching the Carolina game till they drop the puck, Sam. Jesse, I'm assuming you're watching this on real television.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys in fantasy leagues? Somebody wanted to know how we are doing in our fantasies.
I'm not in the fantasy league.
I'm in one, and I'm in third place. I'm 9-7 after starting 0-5. So the comeback trail has been nice.
Do you have live pausing capability, Jesse?
Yeah. Yeah.
You might. I'm assuming you're going to end up being a little bit ahead of us, but we'll figure it out once puck drop happens.
Yeah, I do have DVR on this one. Some of those streams have been surprisingly
close.
Yeah.
What do you use? Is it just like DirecTV?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Xfinity.
Okay.
TNT tonight.
Yeah. Easy enough. So
yeah.
I think that should be decently far ahead, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, are you? Oh, so you're probably not. You're not watching TNT right now.
I mean, I'm watching a feed of TNT.
Okay. What's on your screen?
They're showing the highlights. They're looking at Carolina's goaltender.
All right. Okay. Yeah. It's only a few seconds. So the puck dropped. Nope. No. Puck drops now.
Yeah. So that's going to be like 5-6 seconds.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So that's.
We'll see. Like the Avs stream is going to be a different feed, so it might be a little bit further off.
Oh, okay. Or I'll just sit here and ruin it for the two of you all game.
I mean, we'll just kick you out at that point.
Yeah. I'm willing to put up with that for Petey, but for you, no chance.
I can't be as straightforward with him.
My mouth started, my brain stopped. So
Great work. This is the content watch-alongs are for.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah, Mark Stone is out. He is on LTIR. He cannot come back for 24 days.
Yeah, 10 games in 24 days.
We will also get all y'all synced up in chat once we get there. Keep in mind, depending on how you're consuming the game, you may be ahead of us. If you're ahead of us and you have pausing capabilities, you can pause your live TV to sync it up with us. If you're behind us, it's a lot easier. You can just pause us on YouTube to sync it up. If you don't want to sync it up, totally understand, but we would appreciate not spoilering the chat if you can help it.
Yep. Don't be that guy. We don't want to have to ban people out of our fucking watch-alongs.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a good time. Just don't do that.
The game is delayed because it's national TV and they pack in the games too close.
That's what I was going to look up. Anecdotally, it feels like Nashville has not been very good recently.
What is their last 10?
4-5-1.
That's bad.
I would say that, yeah. I mean, you remember when they were on top of the world because they were leading the division, even though the Blues, Avs, and Wild all had a shitload of games in hand? Well, now all of those teams have passed them in points while maintaining games in hand.
Yep.
Who are we talking about?
Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like they were unsustainable.
Minnesota lost tonight. Oh.
Yeah, they got blown up by
Winnipeg,
yeah.
What channel are they going to push this Avs game to?
Well, the game's not fucking starting anytime soon because this one's going to fucking overtime now.
But I think if they already put out a start time, aren't they just going to push this to fucking USA Network? Damn it, we were.
Yeah, we're 48 seconds away from this being not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably will push it to USA Network, and AJ and I's method will just start showing the game when it starts. Yeah, TBS, whatever. What's TNT's version of USA Network? I don't know.
I'm actually just going to go to their Twitter right now. NHL on TNT. Let's see. Nothing yet. You know, the people in their production truck are like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
They're so mad right now. Is it really True TV? Brutal.
True TV, that's great. We interrupt this episode of Forensic Files to bring you the start of
2 minutes of this hockey game.
Yeah, super hyped.
Do you imagine you're sitting down to watch your Forensic Files as a person who clearly doesn't care about anything meaningful in the world, and you're just like,
"Hey, Forensic Files.
The fuck is this? What's going on here? Why is there a hockey game on right now?"
Tonight on 48 Hours. Will this hockey game ever start?
No.
All right, so that game's going on overtime.
Is it really True TV?
That's what chat said, but I don't actually know.
As long as this ends in a Svechnikov game winner, it was worth.
My God, I don't need this kind of AJ tonight. I don't need that in my life.
The one that likes rooting for Andrei Svechnikov?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
We're
gonna want to turn that off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Was that your phone?
Yeah. It's the pregame intro for Jack Eichel.
Is it just 18,000 people jerking each other off?
Okay.
Probably.
The Avs feed exists for people that are sailing the seas at very least.
Impractical Jokers is what it interrupted. All right. I'm going to hit a timer for when the puck drops for mine.
I will tell you when it drops for us. They're having a little chat.
Yep. All right. So it's going to be pretty close. All right. Puck is down.
Oh.
Puck down.
Mine's actually ahead of all of yours.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Especially weird because Rudo and I are using the same thing.
Yeah. I'll refresh mine real quick.
Yeah.
I was like, because that was like 2 seconds. So
yeah, honestly, if we're within a couple seconds, I don't really give a shit. Yeah. For chat people that can actually watch the game right now, 1933, 32, 31, 30.
Oh yeah. Oh, perfect. All right, we're perfectly synced up. That's fucking awesome.
Cool.
I am 2 seconds ahead.
How dare you?
Yeah. Very interesting.
That new internet you got. It's super fancy.
Yeah, I tell you what. Fiber, baby.
All right. Hopefully this game doesn't suck. That's all I'm here for at this point.
Also looking forward to the women's game getting going in now only like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of Canadians like shit talking the Americans after last night. And I woke up and was like,
they lost to the Swiss. Yeah, ooh, nice little tip there.
I woke up and was like, wait, are the Canadians not in the medal round? Like, because I'm not paying any attention to the men.
No,
at all.
The Canadians and the Americans are both out now.
Yeah, and so I was like, why exactly are the Canadians like dunking on the like motherfuckers didn't do anything?
Yeah, that I watched a little bit of USA Canada for the men's, but other than that,
I've been watching the women's, but the men's I will try and go back and catch a little bit of Hellison, but that's about it.
I'm assuming Russia is chugging along.
They fucking should be.
Yeah, it's theirs to lose for sure.
Once it's gotta be like I love that they're like chalking up fucking hockey medals when the rest of the world can't send its best. And because of the KHL pipeline, they're just like, great. We'll send a bunch of guys who should be depth dudes in the NHL.
Right.
I don't
That's
like that icing.
Yeah.
I don't like that icing.
There he is. Jack Eichel for his second shift as a Knight.
I'd love to know what the conversation was that made him say that for 2 days he thought he was going to the Avs. I just always thought that was so interesting that his agent told him that to some extent.
How close was that deal really?
Right. It's like, he's so good.
Let's do this. Oh, there we go.
What'd you do?
Split up my where the comments, the StreamYard, and
popped them out, kind of, yeah.
So that I have them both up.
Oh man, I knew he was fucking. Abe Kubel was carrying that stick around broken, trying to play with it.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
You remember that was O'Reilly's only penalty that year, and he didn't even know it was broken.
Yep,
like it wasn't
so
like
dumb.
It was such a bummer.
I have had some bad luck with that too. That Stars goal that got scored with a broken stick.
Oh, I was at that game. Roddick Foxa.
Yeah.
And I asked EJ about it afterwards, and he was like, I can't wait for the NHL to send us an apology that doesn't mean anything. I was like, you can always count on EJ to bring a little bit of heat when he's not happy.
Rudo, what's your clock X? I had to switch back to TNT.
1650, 49, 48. Somebody's hurt.
Yeah, McKinnon just smoked whoever that is.
It wasn't Eichel. Carrier's mad, of course.
Did you see him just pull away from the ref?
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah. Brett Howden, Landy goes, yeah, what are you going to do? All right.
Wow, Nolan Patrick got hurt. Is anyone surprised?
Is this...
We caught him up high.
What did he do?
Yeah, that's a suspension. You might get a call from the dopes on that one.
Buddy, calling for a 5-minute on that? Are we really often running on the broadcast like this?
Honestly, he got him right in the head. Like, I wouldn't even hate it if they called a 5.
Yeah, he definitely got him in the head. His arms were tucked, though. Like, that was definitely interference. Like, that was...
Well, it's definitely a penalty.
Like that was... I don't know why he did that, but...
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the hell he thought he was doing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unless he just really thought that Patrick was going to be like a little bit... Not that this was the issue with him. Like, a little bit stronger on his skates and, like, push back a little bit. And
even
I don't
so.
know.
What is he? Why are you hitting him?
Yeah, what was the goal there?
I was gonna say that wasn't like, oh, I'm fighting you for position. That, like, I don't know. That was a weird play.
It was a weird play. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, that being such a clear headshot, I don't know that I would be surprised if he got a game for that.
I would not be surprised at all if he got 2.
Everyone's standing up when he touches the puck.
He's coming from the blind side. Like, again, we talk about it all the time. It's the exact hit that the NHL is like, please stop doing that one specifically.
Well, it's the fact that he didn't have the puck, I think, makes it worse. It's like,
yeah,
why did you do that?
You're not knocking a puck loose or anything. It's
yeah. As we say, he's not playing hockey when that happens. He's just hitting that guy. Also, weird one extra pass there.
Ooh, Kemper got just enough of that one, eh?
Did that catch crossbar?
Yeah, it did.
Did it really? Because he said that twice, and I didn't see it on any of those.
It 100% did.
That is the one thing I was just going to say. Not that I think it'll change anything about the hit, but I would like to see it from the other side.
Yeah, they showed the one angle for sure, but
again, mostly just for my own curiosity. Clear. Nope.
Right to him. Good work, bud. Fucking good work, Jack Johnson. Fucking all-star.
He's no Nazem Kadri, that's for sure.
I just love how much fun Naz had being
he was having a blast. Kemper need a freeze here, maybe. Yeesh.
I can find it.
Yeah, keep making them work. Keep making them work. Or don't, EJ. That's fine.
Well, they waved off the icing, so he got away with it.
Yeah. Dipshit Brett Howden just hanging out in the middle of the ice cost him the icing.
Nate looks pissed.
I guess when Landy wanted to know what he was going to do, that was it. Got him, big guy.
That's a nice stick from Mac there. That wasn't icing? Okay.
This is another guy that I think would make a difference in a playoff series this year.
Newhook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of in it last year. This is obviously like a very different version.
It's the fact that they got anything out of Newhook last year was a win. This year there'd be like you want to produce.
This year it's like this year you're talking about like McKinnon, Kadri, Newhook is your center depth. And not trying to match up William Karlsson against Tyson Jost and JT Cooper.
Yeah.
Like I've never wanted to make the whole there was no Nazem Kadri.
There you go.
Ooh, drew one. Nice.
Yeah. Drove the net, and Tyson Jost draws another penalty.
He's been surprisingly good at drawing penalties this year.
Yeah, I'm going to look this up and see where he is on the Avs because he's been like fourth or fifth.
He was like top 3 for a minute there. He was like +8 on the penalty differential.
Let's
see. Kind of a brutal little crash there.
Yeah, catches his leg on the post there. Little spooky for sure.
Damn, dude, he's tied with McKinnon now.
Ooh.
That's his 20th drawn penalty of the season.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Kadri leads the Avs with 24. Rantanen has 23. McKinnon also has 20. Logan O'Connor's next at 17. Huh.
What is his knee? It looked more like his shin than anything.
Yeah, see, I thought it was lower leg.
Where are it's the league in penalties drawn? Oh, that's weird.
Question.
I'm shocked it's Connor McDavid, given how often Oilers fans fucking whine about it. I'm being serious. This top 10 of drawn penalties is kind of wild. McDavid, Bunting, Dubois, Stützle, Kadri, Sorelli, Rantanen, Eriksson Ek, Garland, Trouba.
That's like all over the fucking place.
Yeah, Liam O'Brien is on here.
What?
Yeah, they give fighting a penalty drawn.
I'm not going to promise watch-alongs for every national broadcast, but we will be doing a watch-along for every playoff game. I can promise you that much, Michael. Nice hold by Kale there.
And then not.
Yeah, fell apart. Does that ice look like the Zamboni fucked it up? Looks like there's just streaks going down the middle of the ice.
Yeah, that echo's gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta turn your TV down a little bit, Jesse, or we're gonna get banned.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's literally on volume 5.
Your mic's too good.
It's hilarious. Can you still hear it?
A little bit, but we can't really make it out.
Seriously, I can barely hear it.
Nowhere near the problem it was.
Yeah,
10
it's not.
Ago.
It's not an issue at this level. Oh,
there it was
such a good play. Yeah, Kadri just missed the net on the redirect.
Man, that's 2 really good plays that they just made.
Mikko didn't get much on that, but yeah. It's a nice keep, though.
This group does such a good job of digging pucks out in situations like this.
They're fucking exhausted. You gotta make it count here. Nice, Kale. I hate that shot. Yeah, you never score from that angle and you self-clear it.
Yeah, well, and Kale just has to fucking shoot that, man.
Agreed. He should have pulled the trigger after he beat that guy. Oh, boy.
Oh, great.
Just missed.
Nice.
Again, hard to complain about that power play from PP1, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little dangerous there, but didn't hurt him. Love the aggressive forecheck. And McDermott just about turned it over, but
oh,
Curtis. Oh boy, Curtis.
That's shit.
That
I don't know if
yeah.
I don't know if he got that or if they missed.
Yeah, I couldn't tell either.
Well, they definitely just boofed all of those scoring opportunities. Oh, geez.
That's a nice if.
All right. Well, you don't want to continue to let that mismatch.
Yeah, that can't happen again.
You up.
You survived that time. Oh no, Mikko.
That's that soft shit from Mikko that always drives me insane.
Not okay. Oh, couldn't quite pull the trigger there, eh?
Nice little play.
That Jack Johnson head fake is so weirdly effective.
It works so well, and it's like he's doing it in slow motion. It's weird.
Dude.
Okay, thanks, Vegas.
It's good stick.
It's been a pretty back and forth game, honestly.
Yeah, shots are the Avs have missed the net on their best opportunities.
Oh my god!
Just flipped over, I think, or was it on the
far side? That looked like the Vegas defenseman got a stick on it.
Yeah.
It's been so long in between whistles. No replays. Oh my god! Way to be sure on that. Holy fuck!
All of that is good from Makar. He disrupts in the neutral zone. He gets the stick on Smith's shot.
I like the thought, Newhook, just not the execution.
Love the confidence to just go right at him. That's a really nice play by G.
Mm-hmm.
Get him neck.
Got a piece of that. Nobody home. Yeah.
Threw it to a spot. Jost went to a spot. They were different spots.
Yep.
Oh, that's so bad from Burakovsky.
Yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, he just missed. Oh no, Kemper did.
No, Kemper got it. Wow.
This is the real disaster.
That camera work is so shit.
No, I was gonna say.
Oh,
yeah, holy shit!
Fucking cameraman just had a seizure while that whole sequence played out.
Ooh,
wow, that was a really sneaky play.
Landy almost got the good tip on it.
That's a great pass.
Oh, dude, this line is fucking buzzing tonight. They got to get one though.
Yeah, watching Jack Eichel try and defend these guys that's a tough ask for.
Welcome back to the
league. You haven't played in 18 months. Go defend Nathan McKinnon is like.
Well, that was going high anyway, I think.
Yeah.
That's a fucking tough ask from a head coach.
Ooh. Ooh. It's been a good game. No complaints from me.
Yeah, good pace, good energy.
Yeah, it's been a really good. I mean, there's still a few minutes left, but they played a really good road period so far. You knew Vegas was going to have a ton of jump.
Yep. Berkey's going just fine. Like we talked about it the other day. The problem is he just can't do stupid shit like that.
Right.
He's too soft a player to make those critical mistakes.
I don't know. I really have a hard time calling people soft.
Dude, he's soft compared to the whale the rest of this team plays. He's soft, and I don't get me wrong. I say that knowing he would beat the pants off me.
No,
but
just, I don't know.
I don't think he would, man. Berkey's a lover.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a hard time calling someone soft. Is I don't know.
It's all relative. I'm soft as hell.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying, but even in the NHL, like, dude takes a beating on most nights.
I think it's pretty easy to call him soft. You just watch him play.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with a team having some soft players.
Just can't be your identity.
Right. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a hard time calling people soft.
It cost Mikhail Grigorenko a career. I thought he was a fine player. He was just soft.
Super skilled.
And a bunch of coaches just hated him because he was too soft for him. Like, he could still be in the NHL today if he got the right coach that just accepted his game for what it was.
Well, and he also played a role in that too. Like,
for sure.
He just didn't play very hard.
Yeah, dude, that was always a weird one. And honestly, that was how Jack Eichel, those first couple of years in Buffalo, and I think a lot of it just has to do with the way that he skates. But I've just never seen a player like Grigorenko who literally mid-shift looked disinterested.
Just totally start cruising around.
Right. And that was how Eichel looked to me for a long time, his first couple of years, where like when he didn't have the puck.
Please go away.
He's kind of did that like stick at his waist, like the way that Ovi looks on the power play before he hammers one.
There is no more like low energy a play than Ovi on the power play.
Stand in spot.
His shoulders are even like slumped.
Like you watch him, you watch him when the puck gets cleared. He goes and he stands at the blue line. And he just stands there and waits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he plays the entire 2 minutes and just fucking stands there. And like the dude is obviously one of the all-time great goal scorers, but their power play hasn't been like upper echelon for a while now. And I think it's probably because the league adapted. And like Ovechkin is still an amazing weapon, but the fact that they just run everything through him all the time, every second of every power play, it's just like.
What's crazy is, as true as that is, how many goals he still scores from there.
I mean, but then you look at it, to what end, though, is what I'm saying. They're like the 23rd ranked power play or something. So yeah, he does plenty of work, but it's like, how much better could that power play be if they worked him into a unit instead of making everything work around him all the time?
Hi, Kira.
It's just crazy how it's coming and his shot is still.
It's good enough to just work
that
anyway.
Lethal, yeah.
And the thing is, like, I don't think Ovi's even a lazy player. He's not what he used to be, but
I don't think he's lazy either.
At 5-on-5, that guy used to be a fucking animal. Like, he would hit everything that moved in his years.
He was a better fantasy pickup for most leagues than Crosby was because the value that he provided in hits.
Yep.
I can't get rid of it. This thing won't go away. This fucking widget.
What widget?
It's like my news widget.
Oh, the like thing that pops up
with it's got like the top stories of my weather of the day.
Yeah.
And it's just like locked.
It's stuck on. Ooh, Landy.
Yeah, it just won't go away. This is annoying. And I can't click on it. I can't click on anything on it.
Can you like click the bottom part where it says snow stop or whatever? No.
We'll just task manager this shit up.
Good luck with that.
That's the play that I don't like.
Yeah.
The set one that they run.
I really just don't like it with Mikko in general doing it. I've learned to accept it with McKinnon just because he's so good at it. But
yeah, all my memory is getting chewed up by this frozen fucking widget. There we go. Nailed it. And I got to learn it was called feeds.
Oh. Feeds?
Feeds.
Got it.
Cool. I had no idea.
Darren Helm falls over for no reason.
It was a really weird sequence for Darren Helm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
417.
Very bull in a china shop
Just send it.
Yeah.
They're
like
doing an icing. We'll get you a time check in a second.
Oh, man, he was like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Oh, it was offsides, I guess. All right. Time check 4:15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Yo, I don't miss NBC at all.
Not at all. Not 1 second. The hard part of watching the Olympics is going back to that bullshit and being like,
I don't, as much as humanly possible, I've been watching the world feeds. They're so much better.
Yeah, I VPN'd and logged in
there you
CBC's website.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, the Summer Olympics were great in Canada because their coverage was so good, and like watching all the different events, like I would just load up the TV and I would just whatever was on, right?
Yeah, dude, I put my 4 monitors to use.
Yeah, not often. I wish I had that many monitors. I was very close to getting a third, and then just decided I think it was going to be too much.
I think 3 is worth it. 4 is too many. 3 is my sweet spot.
The only time I wish I had more is when it's a big sports day and there's a lot going on, and I'm like, man, I wish I could just kind of keep up with what was going on in all the games.
I like it for gaming too, because you have your game on one, you have the internet or whatever, a show on one, and then you have Discord on one.
I'm so tired of being frustrated by Rantanen.
Then just stop being frustrated.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Learn to live with it, all right?
Rudo with the worst life advice known to mankind.
Yeah, most of the old casters got hired up by TNT or ESPN.
I did love Doc. I mean, he retired, obviously, but
yeah. I was also a Doc guy.
No Gary Thorne, but he was great.
He had some pretty good calls.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Doc is that he understood the moment.
Yep.
Yes, dude.
He did an amazing job of knowing when to let a moment breathe.
Just shut the fuck up for a second. Yep.
And like if you look at like Mosier, who's just constantly caterwauling.
Yep.
It's just such a difference in approaches.
Yep.
I miss Mosier on the radio. I really loved that version.
Because the radio needs constant talk, right? Like,
well, that's why he did that for so many years, and like he was good at it. Now it's just I think Connor's great too. Connor.
I love Connor.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Yep. Agreed.
I think if Connor and Mosier switched spots, it would be better. It would be the better setup.
Yep.
Oh.
Kadri just bobbled it a little bit. Ooh, that's a nice thing from
play.
Vegas. Yeah.
Oof. That intermission panel.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
We'll be muting this broadcast.
Maybe that's why we got 200 people hanging out with us. Appreciate all of y'all, by the way.
The bobble. God damn. How's that you haven't played in 6 days and your ice still looks like that?
That's what I'm saying. It looks like shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, Nate's flying.
Oh, yeah.
He and Rantanen are on totally different vibes right now. McKinnon is like locked in, pissed off, I want to play. And Rantanen's like,
do
what
whatever.
Game number is this? It's a little too cute from Taves.
Yeah.
That was slick.
Yeah, I love that from G.
Come on, Helm has to be better than that. You got to be more competitive.
Kemper caught a puck. Everybody drink.
Wow. Yeah.
Kind of got dunked on there, eh?
I mean, Kemper didn't even.
He knew. He knew it was Jack Johnson in front of him and was like, okay, I'm going to have to make a save here. Get out. Okay.
I don't know how we're at the end of the first period and this is just now getting talked about.
I have this feed muted. I don't know what they're saying.
Talking about Stone.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a little late to the party for sure.
Well, it's like you spent the entire first period talking about Jack Eichel's return.
Like, that's a big part of the conversation.
Yeah, right. The context that made it possible.
Alex Pietrangelo just fucking ate it in the neutral zone. All right.
Great period.
Yep.
That's a great period.
Hard to complain for the Avs. You'd like them to finish one, but they didn't give one up either.
When you got through that big, like the emotional push, first game back, when it sounds like the place was going nuts, a lot of energy.
I mean, they killed that first penalty, and it felt like things kind of calmed down, basically.
Yeah, I think they really used their power play to build some confidence and momentum into it.
Yep.
They looked a lot better after that.
Yep. The shots ended up, 9-9 or something? 11-8 in Vegas's favor, so not terrible. I can do cool stuff like this from home too, where I can share that stat trick with the people. Yep. Vegas pushed hard right after the Avs power play, and then it was mostly Avs for the second half of the period.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at the Avs on ice. Who's getting
This is going to be, oh my God, JT Compher.
JT Compher, Jesus Christ. 0-12. That's bad.
Jost O'Connor.
That line
EJ.
got saved. Second line fucking killing it, though.
Yeah, imagine that. The line that didn't exist in the postseason.
Huh. It's so funny. Avs Twitter posted a picture of the warm-up pucks.
Yep.
And they say December 27th, 2021 on them.
For the original time of this game.
Date, yeah.
Damn, did you hear what Natalie Spooner said about the Americans Canadians tonight?
No.
Yeah, she said that they use it as an opportunity to show that the Americans don't belong on the same ice as them.
Wow.
And it's good trash talk, but it's like this is like the closest rivalry in all of sports right now.
Yep.
Like it's a fucking stupid thing to say.
I always love tweets like this. Someone saying that it was intentional head contact. It's like, it can both be head contact and not fully intentional.
McKinnon's not head hunting there. Come on.
Right.
Don't even fucking.
Multiple things can be true.
Yep. Yeah, I'll probably throw the USA Canada game up on an extra monitor, but have to keep it muted. Yeah, of all people to headhunt, I think Nolan Patrick might be the last one on anyone's list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, intermissions are always tough to keep people entertained. I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
Especially in a game where not a lot hasn't happened yet.
It really isn't that interesting, and we're not allowed to show highlights.
So that's the real...
Be like, look at all these things.
That's the real bummer, man. Because that's what we really want to do is like go back and we could clip some of that and then work our way through some of it. And it's like
fucking frame by frame the McKinnon hit and be like... Yeah. But that's how you get banned on YouTube, unfortunately. So,
dude, that Barkov goal was so nasty.
He's good.
So sick.
There's nothing to say about 2016, 2017.
Yeah, what happened?
It's a year better never talked about again. Wow. This dude just throwing shade on the Blue Jackets for no reason? Okay. Life pro tips. Suck less. Do better. That's all I got.
Shit. Blaze, so a thing to know about Blaze is that he's really, really, really well connected with USA Hockey.
Yep.
If you guys don't know, his uncle is Dean Blaze, who just got inducted into the USA Hockey Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And coached USA at WJCs and blah, 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 right? So Blaze is really well connected in the USA hockey world, so that he would have an opinion about Jack Eichel when Jack Eichel was in the program because he was an NTDP kid. As gotta say, that program has done an amazing job because how many top Americans don't go through that program anymore?
All the studs get churned out there, yeah.
But the Blaze has lots of little tidbits and stories and stuff from USA Hockey.
Yep.
Guys that spend their time there. So Nolan Patrick is the guy that we had a conspiracy theory segment on with Cassie Lynch, who rocks.
Conspiracy theory, nothing. That dude can't tie his shoes.
It's true.
That's a fact, all right?
Yeah. She presented a very compelling case. I mean, I know a couple of Vegas fans that I really like, so it's really easy for me to say Vegas fans aren't the worst.
Every fan base has their shitbirds, right? Like...
Right. I mean, the incident that just happened outside Ball Arena with the Bruins fan and the Avs fan, where the Avs fans were shitty. Like, is that guy representative of any of us? Absolutely not. But I tell you. Any team that has fans that are on social media, those are the worst of their fan base. By far. There are exceptions to every rule, but The ones on social media are the bad ones. And then you just got to prove that you don't suck from there.
Hell of a thing to say to all the people watching us on social media.
That's what I'm saying, man. You just got to, if you're on social media, you got to prove that you don't suck.
Yeah, the fact that everyone in chat is saying a different city of fans proves our point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all bad. I see, and I happen to like Jets fans. All the time that I've spent in Winnipeg, I really like Jets fans. I don't think that they are. I think that from my observations, I think Jets fans have a little bit of the little brother syndrome going on, because they get like everybody just like layup line dunks on Winnipeg as a city, and it just makes them really defensive all the time.
Giroux over JT Miller for the Avs. We all had Giroux above Miller in our lists.
Yeah, JT Miller, if you go and you look at the underlines, JT Miller is a good player. Claude Giroux is a great player.
And the problem is JT Miller's cost is going to be fucking outrageous because of that extra year. Assuming Vancouver even wants to move him.
I don't know what Vancouver... Vancouver, the JT Miller thing is like Arizona wanting to move Chychrun. Why?
It makes no sense. I agree.
If I'm Vancouver, I probably am more aggressively looking for a Besser deal because I think he's too one-dimensional and his game hasn't grown very much. And I think that he has too many injury issues. So I would be trying to explore that market before the JT Miller market, but you know,
that dog is going to get inside that couch.
Yeah, get it. That's what we got now. Oh,
gotta get comfy.
Yeah, make it all soft.
I love when dogs like attack furniture to like try and make it more comfortable, and they're like clawing at it, and you're like, what are you even doing to this thing right now?
Right.
Like, what's different now that wasn't true a few seconds ago?
Right. I'd love to know, like, in his head, it's like, finally, jeez.
Just right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, I don't know, dude. All this.
What the fuck?
Is that the dog? My God.
That was the basement.
That dog packs a punch.
Yeah, he's not fucking around.
Vegas outshot the Avs 11-8, so not really significant. The Corsi attempts were at 5-on-5, 17-14 Vegas. He just can't make up his mind.
Brock Besser has never scored 60 in his career.
Got him.
It's a weird thing to call him a 60-point guy. He's been close. He's been on pace, but
who else has been close? Tyson Barrie.
Well, and like that's like me calling Andre Burakovsky a 60-point guy. No, he's not. This is like when Eddie wanted to call Nathan McKinnon a 40-goal guy to start this season. He's got 9 now. Way to go, Eddie. Well, I guess he has 10 now, doesn't he? Because he scored last night.
Yeah, you're right.
I would rather Drew for 1 year because he's the better player.
Yep. Well, and like the conversation of Giroux for 1 year isn't even a guarantee necessarily. That's a guy that you could look at trying to extend.
I wonder what Radko Gudas and Tony D'Angelo are shit talking each other about. Like two like completely different people, completely different backgrounds. Like, what in the world are they saying to each other?
That's such a sick pass to Ekblad there.
What's Teravainen doing?
Yeah, he AFK'd on that one for sure.
Yeah. No, caveman talk, them just grunting at each other, D'Angelo and Gudis. That I could understand. That would make a lot of sense to me. Tim Allen YouTube videos. What was that thing that Evan thought was so funny? Yeah. It was like 10-hour YouTube video of just that sound.
Yeah. A fellow Reinhardt lover in the chat. I see you.
Man, that's the one in the off season that still lingers, right?
Yep.
Oh, I think John Gibson got hurt in this game.
Did he? Big yikes.
I saw Felix tweeting about it. That's
a quick way for the Ducks' hopes to get destroyed.
Yeah.
TNT is showing tweets of Justin Bieber now. Okay.
There's no way Biz is telling the truth. He fucking loves Bieber bits. He eats that shit up. Oh, man. I need to get more water. I need to pee.
I need to get a beer too.
Jesse needs to come back so we can immediately leave at the same time and not say anything. That's the plan when he comes back.
Yeah, there wasn't anything about the Avs necessarily getting Reinhardt. I just thought it was the perfect fit for the Avs.
Yeah, we were just on team good fit.
Yep.
Not necessarily team can make it worth it or team can afford it, but
but how dope would it be?
Team good.
I've got my AirPod on. I'm never coming back now. You guys are bullies.
Oh man. It's too bad those AirPods weren't on for that fucking television earlier. What do you say it was? It was Rocket Raccoon?
Yeah.
On that poster?
Yep.
I need to know where he got that framed because I have to get this Godzilla poster framed now.
Just go to AUM. It's right next to the bar.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. That's all I need to do. You can be not a Reinhardt fan all you want, but the guy...
He's good.
He's destroying in Florida. So.
Yep. It's ridiculous how good he's been in Florida.
Sam Bennett, too. Both of those guys got to Florida and are just popping off.
The first month of Bennett in Florida was insane. He's not quite that crazy this year, but he's still real good.
Yeah, and he brings that edge, man. That other element to his game. It's just so important for a team like Florida, especially. Yep. That high skill team that's got to have enough of the. We're not going to get pushed around. You're going to get physical with us.
Yeah,
I'm going to take this dirty ass homeless man mustache and rub it in your fucking mouth. So Sam Bennett would have been a great fit in Colorado.
Yep.
Knowing what we know now, right? There was a lot of question marks because his analytics were just okay, but you also wondered what happens when this guy gets out of Calgary.
Late night food order? Ooh, Fat Shack is always good.
It depends on the night.
You can get wings from Steve-O's.
Dude, Fat Shack, it does.
They crush late night.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is really a good call. Hurdle or JT Miller for Colorado today? Probably Miller.
Yeah.
But
I really don't think Hurdle's going to leave San Jose anyway.
I don't so. I think that's the guy that's just not going anywhere. I think Hurdle's the better player, but I think the cost to get him out of San Jose would be very high. Drew would probably play wing. He would probably start at wing. He doesn't play center anymore. He takes faceoffs, but he doesn't play center anymore.
They just don't need him to play center. You have McKinnon, Kadri, Newhook. Like,
yeah. Also, Kadri's faceoffs this year, not good.
Chat, how do you feel about the NHL dress code? Because I've always been a person that's like, okay, we're just starting the period. Wild. Go nuts.
And we're off.
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah, I hate the Knights Arena announcer. Every time I've been there, I've wanted to find that guy and punch him in the fucking throat.
It's nighttime.
I hate that guy. Yeah,
they're gonna get a power play for that trip. Yeah. Is he bleeding?
Somebody trying to make him less pretty doesn't realize that every time he's had a bruise or a scar,
he ends hotter.
It just makes him look more attractive.
Oh, was Eichel again? Hilarious.
Yeah, 2 defensive zone penalties. He's not liking this whole part where he has to defend.
Oh, he got him good too.
Yeah, what's he trying to do there too?
He wasn't even close to the stick.
Well, and like McKinnon's behind the net. He's not in a position to pass it out in front. So like him trying to lift the stick is just like, for what reason exactly? The stick would have been back down by the time McKinnon got around the net. All right.
Make it count. Come on. You're due on the power play.
Yeah, it's been a while. They've been playing too well on this unit for them not to score. Yeah, I mean, obviously Roach slays as
he's the legend for sure. Hard to compete with that.
Like the movie trailer guy. Like,
oh, made up for it, Kadri.
I don't know why. I just wanted to go to Makar.
Dude, he keeps walking in and then not shooting it, and it's like, that's your bread and butter, Kale. Just trust it.
You have 18 goals. What are you doing? Like, I appreciate your dedication to me winning the bet, but goodness, bud.
Come on, Mac.
That's too soft.
Yep. I guess we're in the second period. Time check, 18:10, 18:09, 08, 07, 06.
Man, 1806. What a year.
Big things were happening back then.
Dude, people were making moves. Big America energy in 1806.
Colorado wasn't even a state yet.
I'm telling you, man, we're still trying to figure out how dope gold was.
They're moving it well on the perimeter. But
I'm like joking around, not knowing anything that happened in 1806.
I'm like, I don't think I could name one.
And there's probably like some fucking horrific white people have done a terrible thing that I'm just not aware of. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, AJ's a huge fan of like the Trail of Tears or something, and I'm like, God damn it.
What did you watch the halftime show, AJ?
I did, dude. It was fucking sick.
I hate halftime shows in general.
Same. Not my thing.
All right. All I could think for a lot of it was how old all those rappers got. So
the 50 Cent memes after were the best.
Kind of felt bad for him.
Maybe he shouldn't have fucking climbed up on that shit and started it upside down then, all right?
Yeah, like, you guys rehearsed this, right? Like, you had an idea this was coming.
You know, when you're doing something that high profile, nowadays you have to think like, all right, what can this?
Yeah, what
can the internet do with this? Yeah.
Hell yeah. Lewis and Clark Expedition was 1806. I told you it was a good year.
I think they're like some significant issues with the Lewis and Clark expedition, but
you know what, dude? That shit led to Oregon Trail. Fuck you. I died of cholera a lot growing up.
Better than dysentery.
Dude. Also, don't cock the wagon.
It never works, dude. It never works.
Don't cock the wagon. Things you learn. People were asking for life hacks earlier. Don't cock the wagon.
Do you guys have USA Canada on?
No,
I need to pull it up.
Canada just scored 1-0.
It could be short and sweet.
It's crazy, man. That Sherwood's at 20.
Yep.
In the AHL in fucking February.
Yep.
I don't get it, man. Like, the one goal that he scored was total nonsense in the NHL. And he goes down there and just
it's whatever it is, there's just nothing there at the NHL level. It's crazy.
I don't get it.
USA challenging.
Oh, Jesus.
Goalie interference.
I can't even imagine challenges at the Olympic level.
Oh, no, offside. Oh, way offside. Offside by a mile.
Well, sucks to suck, Canada.
Unless...
Man, it's pretty impressive to be offside by 5,000 feet.
That's how offside it was.
Great.
Oh, my God.
By Kemper.
Yeah. Genuinely impressive.
Stop. That was such horrendous defense there. Kemper bailed him out.
Not a goal. Great job, everybody. Go team.
Facts.
Was that soft.
Hey, EJ,
McDermott just stuck his stick out, and it was just like, okay. Oh, dude. Remember when I was joking about McDermott being on the ice?
Yeah.
Michael?
Dude, the McDermott-EJ pairing, fucking terrifying.
Nice stand-up on Eichel by McDermott. I mean, like you said, he didn't really do much. Then he fucking eats one. McDermott on the ice against Eichel. Good for him. Did it once. Let's not fuck around with it too much more, but on him.
What?
Yeah, that dude lifted his stick to not touch the puck. That's a horrible icing call. Terrible clear by JJ here. The back check is completely unaware, and then Kemper just gets enough of one.
I mean, that's tough. Boy, that's a lot of chaos to sift through for in transition.
Sure. I mean, the real problem is JJ just makes the shit clear, right?
But... I don't know. I wasn't fully paying attention. It's also a nice forecheck. You got support coming up the wall.
Sure.
What? Hell yeah.
This game is turning into a fucking mess real quick.
Yeah. Just keep slapping at it. You guys don't commit any penalties at all doing this shit. No, don't calm it down, Devon.
Oh.
No. Bad.
AJ thrives in the chaos.
I'm saying. What is this organized bullshit? You guys are trying to set up a cycle now? Fuck off.
Ooh.
Damn. Devon Taves is so good with that stick. Like a fucking lumberjack, man.
All right. Are they going to settle into the second period here?
Stevenson tried to get really cute there.
Come on.
Oh, is that a tip? If that was tipped, that's totally different. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it's 1-0 again.
Yeah. Take away Canada's goal. They just score again.
I didn't see that got tipped the first time. I was like, if that puck went straight in.
Brutal.
Yeah. Let's make a change. Make a change in net.
EJ, what are you doing, bud?
See, why would you reverse there?
Yeah, there's no reason for him to reverse there. He had space in front of him. Oh, commercial break. I can go get a drink. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Hilarious takes them off the screen completely, so it's just me sitting here by myself. That's right. It's all me. And I'll bet you they're going to take their time getting back, too. I'll bet you anything. It's going to be me sitting here awkwardly. Hey, that was way quicker than I thought it was going to be.
I'm like 20 feet from my fridge. The people want to know your shoes. Are you even wearing shoes?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I was going to say
that'd be weird.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm one of those people. My whole life, the second I'm inside the door,
shoes come off. Yep.
Take my shoes off.
Agreed.
Not because I'm trying to keep anything clean.
Just because that's what you do.
Yeah, keeping the floors and rugs and carpets clean. That's just like a convenient byproduct.
Why would you want to be wearing shoes? That's my question.
Dude, my whole life growing up, my dad would come home from work. All right, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go upstairs and get changed, get into some comfy clothes. Come downstairs in jeans and a pair of tennis shoes. It's like,
why?
Yeah, like that's like what I wear to work.
Yep.
That's actually
literally what I wear to work.
that's less comfortable than what I normally wear to work. I basically wear this plus shoes.
Hypothetically, if Drew was to come to the Avs, who retains the G nickname? Sammy retains the G nickname. Drew, I don't know what you'd call him. You just call him Claude, probably.
Ooh, left eye key. Fleury gets away with playing that puck outside of the trapezoid more than any other goalie in the league, and I don't fucking get it. And it seems like the way he gets away with it is he pulls it into the trapezoid. It's like, yeah, no, that still is not
you still can't do it.
Right. That shit drove me nuts in the playoffs last year. He did it 3 or 4 times in 6 games.
Berkey, what are you doing, bud? That's twice he had the puck and did not make a good play with it.
Oof, we're going to swallow that.
Yeah, he's locked in tonight. What's up, nerd?
What up?
Someone asked me earlier, I'm eating pizza.
Yeah, they asked if it was sexy pizza.
No, I seriously almost ordered some, but I was like, snowing.
Yeah.
We're not going to the bar for that reason.
Always feels bad to make a delivery guy go out in that.
Right,
Dude,
right.
I don't feel bad about it as long as I give them a fucking bomb
fat
tip to make up for it.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question that I meant to actually put on Twitter. There's been a topic of office conversation for years for me. When you place a to-go order,
I do not tip.
Do you tip? I don't.
I don't either. I did the work. I showed up.
I can't remember the last time I placed a to-go order. So,
what? Do you just not do that a lot, or?
Yeah, I just get delivery unless if I'm to go, I might as well fucking eat it there.
Yeah, I've always thought that was interesting.
Yeah, no, I've always been, unless I'll tell you this. I will, if they do something other than hand me my food, I'll tip them. Like if they actually get me, like they do something other than be like, okay, here's your order.
Yeah.
You know, if they
especially if you pay online, it's like you just have to sign it when you get there.
Do you tip at the register at McDonald's if you like go there and buy the food?
No,
because that's the same as a to-go order, right? Like,
well, it can be. So, like when I was in Winnipeg, I placed a pickup order, and I went and I picked it up, but the lady, I ended up having like the way that it was I had like a really big box, because I got a large pizza for later, and then I got 2 slices for our lunch that day. And so I picked it was a lot to carry, and I had to carry it down the street. And the lady helped me with it. And so I was like, 100% I'm tipping this person because they went out of their way to try and help me out here. If I place a to-go order and I walk in and literally all they do is just hand me my stuff and I go about my way, in what way was that like not going through a drive-through?
I don't. Well, I'm gonna get called a communist again, but the whole concept of tips is fucking dumb.
Trudeau, yes, I agree. So wholeheartedly, I agree.
Pay your employees what they're worth.
No, I mean, if that's your argument, then I'm totally with you. But I'm all about tipping people in the service industry.
Given what it is,
yeah,
totally agreed. Tip.
I mean, I know you and I tip at the DNVR bar, like
we tip a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, really, like I tip like that everywhere I go. You know, that's just standard stuff.
The Avs getting bodied by a backup goalie, you should not be surprised. Come on now.
Yeah, Brossoit's been a good goaltender in the NHL for a number of years now. Like this, is he going to hold up for 30 games? Is a much bigger question than can he do it on any given night.
Just real fast on tipping, I just hate that it's like looked at as required in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where I think tipping should be a reward for above and beyond service.
Just good service. Like, just good service.
Yeah.
Well, but for me,
the fact that you can pay fucking waitresses $3 plus tips, like, that's fucking insane.
Right. And then, yeah, it's like, but I think it should just be something where it should be a livable wage. And if you think that what they did was exceptional or worthy of you giving them extra money, you should absolutely be allowed to tip. It should be welcomed. But I've just always hated the concept of, just that they pay nothing. My argument with that last comment is, in Europe,
you reversed yourself into trouble again, bro.
Yeah, EJ's not making good decisions tonight.
That last one, he was like free and clear out of the zone too.
I didn't really mind the one before that because he had time and space when he reversed, but he reversed himself into trouble there.
Why are you making that pass, Landy? You got numbers.
Yep.
No finish.
Yeah, I mean, there's a special place in whatever afterlife you believe in for people who tip poorly.
Yeah, I mean, you're just being a shitty person.
Yeah, because you may not agree with the concept of tips or whatever, but like that dude's making fucking $4 an hour or some shit, and that person is paying their rent based on what their tips look like that day. And if you stiff that person, you're just being a shitter.
Just being a shitter.
Cheez-Its or Goldfish is a great fucking question. Either is great.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on, are we talking about the originals? Because both are great. When you start to get into some of the peripheral stuff, Cheez-Its hold up a lot better than Goldfish.
Disagree.
No, I think because a lot of the other Goldfish flavors don't taste like anything, dude.
But they
and
taste,
a lot of the other the other Cheez-Its are good.
I think a lot of the like weird flavored Cheez-It just tastes like ass.
No. Oh, remind me. Saturday at the bar? Saturday morning at the bar?
Yes.
I've got a thing for you.
Okay. That's ominous.
No, that a bag of that Buffalo Ranch.
Oh yeah.
I found that one time and forgot to bring you.
I'm looking forward to it then.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Cheez-Its grooves. I think the Cheez-Its grooves are really good.
Cheez-Its grooves are not where it's at.
It's not where I start, but yeah.
OG Cheez-Its.
Yeah, the white
are the
cheddar.
best.
That's my shit right there.
Goldfish, like most flavors, are fine.
I ate a shitload of Goldfish while Z was here because Kirby was all about them.
Oh yeah.
So
a little treat for him too.
Anytime I felt like being an irresponsible adult, instead of being like, hey, we'll work on this, and we're gonna work on making you a more disciplined tiny creature. It was like, this is my emergency button in every situation to get what I want.
Here's a goldfish.
Yeah, exactly. Shake the thing, and all of a sudden, a little head pops out of wherever he is, and it's just like, fuck yeah.
Yep. Ooh, Max played too good to not get one in this game.
It's too bad Miko hasn't.
Well, Miko will get one anyway, so it's fine.
True. Mac will get an assist on something to Miko.
Yeah.
Dude, 2 fucking cheapy ass goals.
Ooh, Kemper got across so nice there. What are you doing, Tyson?
Oh, he lost that puck.
Yeah, he didn't know it was in the zone.
He's gone too if he keeps an eye on that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take one in front.
Turn this around.
Do they have the legs?
Oh.
Not quite, Nuke. Not quite. Good try.
Dude, that guy's such a fucking monster. After games, mostly on the road, because their setups are a little bit more janky. That dude hits
we'll call them intimate.
Weight. Yeah.
all their shit is in one spot.
He hits the weights, dude.
Give you a time check when the puck drops.
Janmark is a guy that I think Janmark is a good fit in Colorado someday.
You've been about Janmark for a little while now.
I think he's a better fit than when he was originally talked about, because Colorado just has depth spots open.
Sure.
And back then it was like, well, who's he push out,
That was off the glass for sure. Oh, sorry, I forgot to get your time check. My bad. They're going to commercial anyway, so we'll get you after the commercial.
I don't think that there's a I don't think that there's a sexy pizza that delivers to me.
Yeah, I'm a little too far away, unfortunately.
I don't actually know what pizza places do deliver to this house.
Weird game.
We don't deliver. Sorry, we don't deliver. It's weird that a place that's 4.5 miles away doesn't deliver to me. But alrighty.
It's a pretty low event game for both of these teams so far. Avs have leaned on Vegas a little bit in the last 5 minutes, starting to push the possession numbers up, but I love In-N-Out. I think it's great. I know a lot of people think it's overrated, but
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna fucking wait in a 45-minute line for it, but
could not believe Z and I had In-N-Out in Katy, Texas on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? In-N-Out in Katy beating it to Colorado was so weird to me.
Yeah, it's not worth going in Denver just because the lines are insane. It's good, don't get me wrong.
Oh, dude, I don't know. The one down in Lone Tree,
not bad.
It's like a regular fast food joint. I mean, it's busy. It's always busy, but
it's kind of like Chick-fil-A where there's a lot of cars, but they've got it down so that you get through it really quickly.
The one in Aurora is a fucking nightmare.
Is it still?
Yeah.
The one in Lone Tree, and if you go in, it's even quicker. You usually wait behind one or two people, 5-10 minutes waiting for your food, depending on what time of day you're there and shit.
We have a teacher from Fort Bend. I grew up in Fort Bend. That was the county.
Neat.
Yeah. Colorado getting a Buc-ee's is going to change my life. It's going to ruin my life.
Time check for you. 5:37, 36, 35, 34. We don't really have checkers here.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a second early.
Nice.
Was that on the show last week that we were talking about how it feels like Marie-Philippe Poulin is 1,000 years old and she should be retiring any minute now, but she's 29?
Yeah.
Landy thought it went in. Weird little shift there. They gave Newhook some time with the top line.
The fuck?
Why was he so convinced that went in?
Yeah, it didn't look close to me. I don't know. Let's see. It's a great pass.
I was gonna say that's a phenomenal fucking pass.
Oh, it went off post, off the outside skate, and didn't go. That's brutal.
You can see why I thought that went in. It disappeared.
Yeah. It just went off the outside skate and then didn't kick towards the net at all.
Oh.
I went to that. Z and I went to, I think, 3 or 4 different Buc-ee's while we were in Texas. It was awesome.
Ooh, there's a whole.
I don't think you're going to see too many more calls the rest of this game.
Yeah. Besides, that's just Vegas, what they call forechecking and defense.
Oh, there you go. It's way high.
Appreciate you, Riley.
That's so fucking lucky, dude.
Just one post and one fucking skate.
That's some flurry shit.
Yeah. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, Buc-ee's has Buc-ee nuggets, which when other people understand the crack that those are, we about to have a new epidemic. Oh, I would always go with malts over Helm, but
yeah, same. I'd go with fucking Cout over Helm, man.
Sure would be nice if those guys could fucking stay healthy.
Yeah.
Like Cout and Bowers are getting hurt every 2 weeks.
Dude. It's brutal.
Give it to Kadri and let him score.
Not quite.
That was not part of my plan, fellas. Well, Devon Taves sure thought this was offside.
Yeah. Oh.
I tell you what, if he was right about that offsides, them drawing a penalty on it is bullshit.
Let's see. I don't know if the camera angles will show, but I'll look.
And Taves was yelling the last time down the ice that apparently the puck hit the netting before.
Yeah, G was calling it too. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a trip. Big time.
It was not offside.
Cool.
All right. Kind of need this kill.
Good, man. Just keep writing. Oh, this is as animated as Bednar ever gets.
Dude, one of these days, Bedsy's got to take a fine. I know it's not his style, but
a guy that spent his entire career in the ECHL is not lighting $5,000 on fire.
The problem is there's just a fucking track record of it fucking working in the NHL where you bitch about it and then you start getting calls or stop getting calls against you. Comfort doesn't even know why he's getting tossed.
Yeah, Chandler Stevenson whines about it, and the linesman immediately tosses Comfort.
EJ, JJ, LOC, and Comfort. This is a scary penalty kill. Nice. We'll take that.
I do hate the teams that have a sponsor for their power play that they announce in arena.
Yeah.
I was more than 20 seconds into the power play by the time they got done announcing that they were on the power play.
I'm really waiting for the power plays to be sponsored by sponsors. Like to have it be the SAP power play sponsored by Little Caesars.
Oh, yeah.
Or split it up. The first minute of the power play is sponsored. Because that was how they did it in Houston for Arrows games. Is
the double?
They had a sponsor for the first 30 seconds. If the Arrows scored within the first 30 seconds,
everybody got free Mountain Dew or whatever.
You got free shit. And then there was a different sponsor for the rest of the power play.
Yeah, the Eagles have done some stuff like that too.
Minor league teams have to.
Just to survive, man.
Yeah, they have to get creative like that. And then NHL teams are like, fuck, great idea.
Yeah. I think there was an NHL team in the last couple of years since we've been having to stream games that had like a different sponsor for power plays in the first, second, and third period.
Interesting.
And the penalty kill had a sponsor.
I don't care about the PP clock on the ice. I know some people really like it. I just ignore it. It's indifferent to me.
Yeah, same. I'm accustomed to the digitally imposed logos now.
Yeah.
So
it's just more stuff that I don't look at.
The clock is not a thing for me anymore.
I honestly, that's a great play.
Yeah, it is.
I honestly wish they would just sell that ice. That space on the ice for the sponsor and just paint a logo there.
I honestly I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I don't care. I don't even mind European ice with all the ads on it. It doesn't bother me.
I do. I think it's fucking ugly.
Yeah, the Euro ice is a bit much.
There, so I don't want to get all big about it when it's going to be like that in 3 years.
Ooh, was that out? Okay, it doesn't matter.
If it jacks up the HRR and allows the Avs to keep some players in the fucking future, then maybe I'll be into it.
I'll say I care about it way fucking more on the jerseys than I do on the ice.
No, I don't care about the jerseys at all.
Oh yeah, see that's
they could.
I'd rather see it on the ice.
Ooh.
They could wear fucking swimsuits and I wouldn't give a shit.
Don't do something stupid.
You're okay.
He's tired. He doesn't have the energy anymore.
He took a big hit behind.
Yeah, he just got rocked at the end of the shift. He's good.
All right, you're good.
No, you should
have played it. Yep, just throw it to the corner and you're out of the period.
I don't care about jerseys and stuff. That's just not my thing.
The jerseys, I would rather see the ads on the ice than on the jerseys. I don't mind it if they do it the way the NBA did, the way that the Capitals announced they were going to do it and then didn't.
I know it's coming, and I'm one of those people where it's like, if you put ads on the jerseys, I want the jerseys you sell me to have the exact same ads on them. I want it to be an identical fucking copy of the jerseys that they wear out there.
Mm-hmm. I actually even I don't mind the helmet ones anymore. It was a little weird that first year, but again, I think they've done them all subtly enough that.
You kind of stopped mid-sentence there, bud.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
He said, as long as they kind of do them subtly enough that.
Oh.
You just didn't finish your thought.
No, just subtly enough that it's one color.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I thought someone else started to say something. I was like, you get the point. Subtly enough. Nah.
Good. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
I think this is just terrible.
Yeah, I'm not listening to that. I'm just hanging out. Man, I hate advertising too, but like at the end of the day, people got to pay their bills.
Man, I hate it because it fucking works on me. I'm the biggest sucker.
What do you think the third will be like? Honestly, this feels like a 1-0 hockey game, fam.
No, I think somebody will break through in a 3-1.
Think it's going to be a bonanza?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably an empty netter, but we'll see.
Yeah, don't fucking go on social media after the Avs lose a game.
It's really weird how intense.
All the dudes that you haven't seen fucking make a tweet for 20 games are finally like, oh, we can finally get our tweets off.
Yeah, like if there's somebody that only shows up in your mentions, like I've mastered this art of like somebody sends me something and they're just like, and I'm like, okay, well, like, I'll browse their timeline real quick to see if they have like a lot of these.
What's the take here? Yeah.
And if there's a lot of those types of tweets, then it's just like instant mute that and just move on. I just don't mess with it anymore, man. Like it's just like there were plenty of people where it's like, oh, you know, oh, the Avs this or that or whatever. Like it's like when people think that we worship at the altar of Jared Bednar or whatever, and it's like there are plenty of criticisms of the guy, but most of the stuff that you're freaking out about, like you can't get out of the second round, it's a stupid criticism.
Yep.
Like, okay, like what's your problem with him as a coach? Oh, I think he's slow to adapt. All right, well, like prove it to me. Like make a case. And if you use the Vegas series, then we're just going to disagree. So I don't know. It's such a strange, the way that Twitter exists is that there's no room for nuance. They even doubled their character
and it's still not enough for any context. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no nuanced.
Yep.
And that's difficult because very, 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 very few things in life are black and white.
Mm-hmm. How the Nuggets doing?
They're losing.
Sounds about right. Close, though. All right. Who's going in the doghouse now? Let's find out. On ice for the Avs. JT Compher still terrible in that whole line. The Johnson's pretty rough. Gerard.
What?
Devon Toews is an actual god.
What's Compher at now?
2-15.
Okay, so he went from 1-11 to 2-15.
Yeah.
All right. LOC's not good. He's not bad though.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's fine. You should have. LOC was on Colorado's first line at one point earlier this year, Ken. So things were.
It was dark days.
Yeah, those were fucking weird days. Weird days.
Devon Toews is 21-4. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Unfortunately, all 4 Corsi attempts against for Devon Toews did result in shots.
It's ridiculous. Oh man, it's been a fine game. Like I think it's been a really good hockey game. I think if I'm from Vegas's perspective, I'm probably disappointed.
Yep.
Because this is a team on the second night of a back-to-back that traveled.
You should be fucking pumping this team.
Right. And you've been sitting at home and the hype has been building all week for this game. And they certainly dominated play early. And it was like when they didn't score then, it wasn't that they like shut it down. It just not a lot has really happened for them since. They've had one or two decent scoring chances.
Your boy Janmark is getting fucking caved.
Yeah, what's his matchup?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Yeah, analytically, I don't think he's anything
think he's
great. I think
He's JT Compher.
No, I think he's just a guy that stylistically, if he were to be in Colorado, I kind of like him, but I think he's actually been bad this year.
Ian Mark is getting...
What do you mean? Is there any non-alcoholics at the bar?
Yes, there are 3 non-alcoholic beers that you can get at the DNVR bar.
Oh. He just said, is there any non-alcoholics at the bar? I'm like, way to cast aspersions. Wow.
Yeah, Ian Mark's getting the top line. So
Kerfoot's been fine in Toronto. I think they're happy enough with him.
He's been exactly what he is in
Toronto. I mean,
like
Colorado would probably love to swap Compher and Kerfoot in that 100%. Deal today. But that's fine. I don't think Compher's bad. I just think it's frustrating.
There are 8 Breck brews at the bar on tap. Hell yeah. Anyone who comes to visit, just get in our DMs and we'll come say hi for sure.
Yeah, when we were starting to lax, some of the COVID stuff, we were a lot more talkative, wandering around the bar saying hi to people, and now we're kind of back to hiding a little bit upstairs.
Yeah. Offense is overrated, Ken.
Yeah. I think the first goal is going to be the result of a mistake by somebody. It happens in transition. Man, I actually haven't had the burger at the bar in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've had a burger too.
I got the breakfast burger when they added that to the menu, and that thing is really good.
If you're on Discord, Riley, you can DM us there.
Yeah, Discord, Twitter. Those are the easiest places. Rudo and I.
He says he's not on Twitter, so. Twitter would be the best place to get a hold of us for sure, but that should be your next shirt.
Yeah, I think Compher has to go in any kind of a hockey trade that the Avs make just because of money.
Yeah, it's just money.
They aren't going to have enough salary cap space accrued by the time they get to the deadline. They're avoiding putting Byram on LTIR right now to accrue cap space, but it's just not much, and they're going to have to move. They have to move money out, and so the question is do they, how do you replace JT Compher in your lineup at that point? If you get Claude Giroux, is Val Nichushkin your replacement in the lineup? So it's just you just have to figure out solutions there. Money wise, he makes the most sense. Tyson Jost would probably be more appealing for other teams because he's $2 million and an RFA at the end of his deal, and Compher is 3.5 and then UFA at the end of his. So you probably, other teams would probably prefer Tyson Jost. Colorado would probably prefer JT Compher. You just got to figure that out there.
Yep.
So I know we've talked about it before, but I still think they'd really be interested in maybe moving Ryan Murray out. It's another $2 million.
He's also on that list. I think Darren Helm would be on that list, but $1 million prorated to the deadline is just not very much money. So
right.
I love the theory of moving Knack back to Philly.
Yeah.
In a Giroux deal. Toss him in as your salary guy.
But no, if they're getting close and they're around the fringes, need a little bit of money here and there. Yeah, I think all those guys are. It's like, which one do you prefer? we don't care.
Yeah, like I just for a team like if you're the Flyers, what do you care about having Ryan Murray on your team as an expiring UFA? Whereas JT Compher doesn't really do anything for them either because they've got 7 of that already.
Right.
So, that's I think that's just kind of you're just trying to figure out. You just have to work through all those different options and exactly who's going to be available and what the sweet spot is for both teams to be comfortable. So
I was talking to my dad after the game last night, and he goes, "They need to go out and get Joe Pavelski. It's to save themselves 20 goals against a year." I was like, yeah. Not wrong. You ain't wrong.
Rick Tocchet is really an interesting guy to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting rid of Girard. There isn't anybody. There's no realistic conversation of Sam Girard going anywhere.
Yep.
The only people that want to do it are the people that think Ben Sherrod is any good.
And he's not.
I think it's funny how many people actually thought that that's something that they would want to do.
I mean, I think there are certain things that you could entice other teams with.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he's
hey, if you called up Anaheim and say you're trying to solve goaltending long term, right? And you say we want John Gibson, Sam Girard, probably money wise would make sense to go back in that kind of a deal.
Well, no. I'm not saying that they wouldn't trade him, but
that would be the only kind of conversation.
I don't think they have any interest in trading him. Is my point. If there was something that made sense, where it's yeah, that solves this or that takes care of that, but I just there's people for a minute this year that thought the Avs were actively shopping him, and I just never.
Yeah, there was a bunch of nonsense that was completely made up, they were showcasing him.
Right.
If you traded for Giroux today, his current remaining cap hit is right around $3 million. Right now, the Avs' expected cap hit at the deadline is 1.7. Trading Compher today would free up 1.2. So it's actually 1.25. It's almost exactly correct. Compher's for Giroux for the Avs to be under the cap.
Well, and that you would retain.
Yeah, presumably there would be retention there and stuff,
but wait, what is the number that they need to clear to fit Giroux?
If they traded for him today, it's just shy of $3 million. But that's going to continue to go down as they get closer to the deadline. So,
right. If any level of what people are starting to say is true, and he does have an interest in coming here, I mean, you have to do every last thing you can to pull that off.
I mean, the big thing is if you don't, someone's going to.
Right.
And there's a much higher chance that dude ends up in your way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone is expecting Giroux to play game 1000 in Philly and then get traded.
I really do, though. I think if Joe Sakic called him tomorrow and was here's exactly what you said you want, but we want him today. Assuming that Giroux greenlights that, I just feel like you'd be an idiot to keep him until the 1000th game.
Yeah, this idea that the Avs need to LTIR Byram is just a misunderstanding of how the cap is working.
Yep. They're putting Byram on the cap so that they're actually accruing cap because of how close they are to the cap with their LTIR cap availability.
Yep. They're accruing cap space. You want to continue to do that.
Yep.
It just increases the amount of flexibility that you have later on. If they had a season-ending injury that they could perfectly rely on for LTIR, that might be a little bit different, but they don't.
Third period has begun.
Let's do this. 0-0.
1949, 48, 47, 46.
Boy, if Florida goes and gets Giroux, it's fucking stupid of them.
They can't need more forwards, right? Like
that's the thing, man. And they just don't. They don't need another one. Like, that's the team that has to go and get John Klingberg or
Oh
my gosh.
Dude,
what the fuck?
When did Mikko teach Landy how to do that?
That's
yeah.
When did he steal Mikko's one-timer?
Ruda, was that? I think that was the game when it was just you and I on the post game, and you and I both even yelled, Mikko!
And then it was like, oh, wait, so that's Landy. Okay.
What a sick play from Makar.
Yeah. Oh, dude, what a perfect fucking shot, too. What a hold.
Challenge for offside, please.
That thing is labeled. Unreal. All right, that's a good start to the third.
Even Landy's like, whoa.
That hit jacked him up.
He came out hot.
He wanted that goal that he should have had earlier.
Yeah, true.
He said, give me that shit. Yeah, no, come on. Challenge it for offside.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Do it. I fucking dare you. Well, already.
So, that's good. And I take it back. Offense is important.
Offense matters. Offense matters. This is so sick, dude. How he keeps that balance while he's doing that.
And then to be able to get that much on a rolling puck is
I mean, that's you're
sending it.
8 times out of 10, that thing goes over the net, out of the zone, and we're like, that's a stupid play. And then he scores on that one. It's like, so sick, you're a god. You fucking Adonis. I'd go gay for you.
You don't have to score that to get that to happen. Come on. The bar is low for that.
Well, I'm just saying you got to live in the moment, bro. Oh, that sucks. Jesse. Evan cannot do grades tonight.
Okay.
He is apparently stranded at his parents' house.
Rip.
Damn. Oh, with the snow?
Yeah.
I was like, what happened?
He doesn't have his laptop.
All right.
I'll give you choice if you have a preference on either.
I'll do grades. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while.
Cool. Because I can do both. It just takes a lot longer.
No. I got it.
Cool. Do you want?
Time check. 18, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
U.S.-Canada game. Not going great.
I didn't have good feels about it. That's why I wasn't gonna.
Why mayo on burritos? It tastes good. It's not that complicated.
You just like what you like.
Oh my god, dude! All 3 of those goals.
I don't watch the hockey guy, and it's no real offense to him. It's just that all of his stuff is very, very surface level, and it just doesn't do anything for me.
Like, I agree. Credit to the hockey guy for doing what he does.
It's awesome.
I think it's great content. I think it's an awesome thing. But for people,
there's very clearly a market for it.
For people like us who spend like every waking moment of our lives watching hockey, we don't really need the hockey guy.
Yeah. When he talks about a game, I don't feel like I've.
Yeah.
I feel like the 5-minute summaries on NHL.com
are just as good.
Yeah, they suffice.
Yep.
And I see what's going on. Like I get to see it. I see a couple of replays. Nice play by Jost.
Put it on.
Oh, Brossois had no idea where that puck was.
Yep.
Yeah, see, he's great for getting people into hockey and into the league and
yeah, totally. For surface level stuff, I think he's great.
He's awesome for that stuff. And like we've said this before, you can't be well versed on 32 NHL teams.
It's impossible.
It's just not a thing that you can do.
Farley, cover, drink.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, no. THG, he's great.
Yeah, not knocking anything about him. I think his content's great. It's just we're not his audience.
Yeah, exactly. Boy. How big would it be for an LOC or a Burakovsky to get involved in this outcome?
Yeah, any depth at all.
Yeah. I mean, just guys who could really use something good happening to them.
For sure.
I guess like a guy like EJ would also be on that list too. I don't ever really think of a guy like him.
It's hard because he just fucking put the whole defense together, and Makar and Taves are always scoring. So
yeah, and like Gerard's like good for like at least 1 point every 3 games.
Yep.
And it's always so quiet from him that you know.
Yeah, he's never flashing really.
I have liked EJ more in the offensive zone than the defensive zone.
He's getting pucks through okay. Just got roasted there, though.
Like I said, the defensive zone have not.
The fuck out!
Stop. That's a huge fucking save.
We're about to give Kemper another king of the game. Is that what's happening?
Right? Good lord. Oh yeah, no. Dmitry Filipovich's Twitter is actually my favorite follow in the entire NHL.
He's dope.
Because he's incredibly smart. He's incredibly smart, and he's got a great eye for little things that make big differences. And his Twitter account is basically just like, look at all this dope shit from around the league. And then every once in a while, he's like, I'm going to do a deep dive on why this guy is as good as he is, or is underrated, or here's the thing that you should be paying attention to that people aren't. It's only ace content from that guy. He rules.
Those are the saves that Kemper makes that a lot of other goalies can't, just because they're not big enough.
Right.
Like the guy gets him moving the wrong way, but he just sticks his giant fucking leg out and they just shoot it right into it.
Like literally Frankie can't make that save because his toe is not long enough.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great pin from Taves.
Oh, no.
Wow, he is.
Yeah, he went way out. Hit that one.
I don't know. If I'm Riley Smith, I might make a move on him.
Right? Try something there.
Way out of his net.
Dude's at the fucking hash marks.
Yeah, way out of his net and moving forward.
Yeesh, maybe got away with one there.
All right. Well, you can't go into protect lead.
Yeah, it's 1-0.
Turn this into a shell or anything.
Left. You're gonna get rocked if you stop pushing. Oh, that was post.
I caught the outside of it.
Kemper got a piece of it though.
Yeah, fuck you, Riley Smith. Look at us take all your credit away.
I count those. The NHL doesn't, but I do.
Which I don't know. Avs has the most fun last name to say. I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, is Braden McNabb bad? He's like falling down, shooting in an empty net, and doesn't even come close.
Misses it by a fucking country mile. Oh my god!
Like that's the break Vegas gets all the time.
Yep.
That puck comes to him.
That's self-defense.
You missed that on the far side.
Yeah.
Well, the puck came to him flat.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Yeah, so did I.
Talking shit about Braden McNabb, and I thought he just scored. Son of a bitch.
2-on-1.
Ooh, hand pass maybe.
Oh! I pooped.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
God damn
it. Did he get his stick on it?
We'll never know.
I
mean, that's not true. I'll go look, but
we'll never know. Now I know.
Let's see. Yeah, he didn't. Although, hang on. Nope. Okay. It was fucking not the Vegas stick.
Oh, whoops.
I would love to screen share replays, but I like not getting banned from YouTube. So, no.
Yeah. All the things we can't do because we went legit and grew up and had to stop breaking the law to do cool content.
Yep.
Fucking annoys me every day. Oh, here's all the cool shit that you guys could do. Oh, all of it's illegal. Great. How awesome is that?
I said I thought this was going to be a 1-0 game, but I think AJ's right. The Avs need another one here.
Man, I gotta say, I love that. Genuinely love that DeMarcus Cousins has been dope for the Nuggets. It's a big hit on Rantanen.
Yeah, maybe it'll wake him up.
Stepped up. Yeah, woke up Landy.
I feel like Lost Ark hasn't even begun for us yet because we're not 50.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, but I think I'm 41 now.
Got me beat by a little bit.
So,
but hopefully, like Friday, can go in pretty hard.
Yeah, with the next 2 days not having non-game days for us and.
Get up and try them chaos dungeons and shit at 50.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got numbers. Oh, no, you don't. Never mind.
I was going to say, I can't tell if the camera hasn't panned far enough. Or...
You always wonder. It's one of the unique things about television hockey.
Yeah. Is there that extra guy back there? No.
Are they going to pan and there's two more guys back there and you're just like, fuck!
There's been so many times over the years where it's like, oh shit, breakaway. Oh, just kidding. One on two.
Yeah. In fact,
yeah. Yeah, it's Lisa, it's a funny little quirk about TV.
This game in face-offs right now is 41% for Colorado.
It's pretty normal.
Yep. That's gonna die. Nice.
Oof. The shitty ice pays off. I'm not normally look how bad the ice is kind of guy.
I'm not either, but it just looks fucking awful today.
Yeah, it has
like
really
from puck drop, it looked bad at puck drop of period 1.
It has looked bad. See here, the Avs are averaging 47%. So them having a 45% is in fact a bad night.
Feels like a bad day to be having trouble with AAA.
That's a pretty crazy stat.
What was it? I missed it.
Yeah.
Mikko Rantanen has 20-something more points than Jack Eichel in only 2 more games in terms of 2015 draft class.
Yeah. Well, Jack Eichel played for Buffalo.
Well, and if you cut out Mikko's rookie year,
his numbers are actually ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a point per game player basically every season. Yeah, I also don't understand why the hog tie is suddenly cool.
It's the third period in a 1-goal game, and Vegas is involved. You can do anything.
Yeah. I'm not super conspiracy theorist, but you watch enough Vegas, and it's just like they just get away with it all the time.
They're not the only team in the league either. It's just there's some teams that have that reputation, and those teams, like, interference just kind of isn't a fucking thing against those teams.
It's a nice play by Knack.
Just ate shit.
On net.
Oh, man. I think it was. I think he made him make a save.
He made the block.
JT just needs to
shoot a glove side, bud.
I mean, JT just needs to fucking finish something, man. Like, that's the value. That's the value of JT. You live with all the other stuff.
Because he's supposed to be able to finish.
Yeah, all the imperfections, all the other shit, right? But if he's not scoring goals, dude, he does not have value as an NHL player.
Boring as fuck, EJ. Be careful.
That was actually just dope.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Looked pretty boardy to me. Looks like he caught a lot of numbers there.
Well, they are awfully big.
I was going to say, don't you dare call that.
Yeah, if they called that, that'd be dumb.
Okay, JT, you have to do more than that, dude.
Got away with it.
I was going to say, both teams are fucking exhausted. Now to bail them out
it got real sloppy for a second there.
You got to get a change, though. They've got some legs.
Oh, that's not how you do it. That's 2 icings now, 2 feet short of the fucking red line. You have to play smarter than this. This is the one thing about the Avs that has pissed me off over the last few years, man. They play stupid situational hockey.
Who was the veteran Russian defenseman from Columbus that came to the Avs?
Fedor Tutin.
Yeah.
That fucking dude would do that all the time. Ice a puck 3 feet from the red line. It's like, holy shit.
He was old and slow. He couldn't do it anymore.
I don't know where that puck is. Wins camera guy. Dude, I love the facial expressions when dudes get hit. Yeah. It's just like you're like, oh my God.
don't agree at all, Polymorph. They've played a lot of brands of hockey that aren't their style really well this year.
Yeah, like what? What's the complaint here? Would you say that this has been? Would you say that this has been the Avs style of game? If not,
I hope
then
not.
In what way can you say they've been hard countered? In what way have they been slow to adapt? They're fucking winning.
The Avs beat the Stars 4-0 2 days before that game. What are we talking about?
Hard outplayed Dallas last night.
Yeah,
Jake Ottinger outplays Pavel Francouz, and that's it. That's the difference last night. The Avs fucking dominated that game up and down the ice.
Shots were like 47-20.
Yeah. The Avs had more high danger chances than the Stars had shots on goal. No, it has, buddy, my man, you're just not right.
Yeah, but when you look at the series, the Avs were literally starting a third string goaltender. So
yeah, the Avs were down 7 regulars in Game 7. Also, they were down 3-1 in that series with their backup goaltender.
They won 2 games with Michael Hutchinson in net.
I put that in my piece last night. That bubble series with the Stars was some of like the weirdest 7-game stretch of hockey I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, it was all over the fucking place.
Well, and like it was like 50 goals in that series. Like it was so high scoring.
Yeah, and you only could score in like runs of 3 or 4.
Like Anton Khudobin had a flat 900 save percentage, and the Avs just couldn't get that out of Michael Hutchinson.
Yeah. Well, and it was like it was like their PK, Colorado's PK was horrific.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
You're like all this talk about like 5-on-5 play or whatever, and it's like the Avs lost that series on the fucking PK.
Appreciate you, Kyle.
That's what did that series in. The Avs won that series at 5v5.
I haven't watched commercials in a hot minute, so I can't tell you about the T-Mobile pool noodle commercial.
Same. The only commercials I watched were during the Super Bowl.
I don't even like when we watch at the bar. I don't even watch them. Commercials are like get up and go pee time.
Yeah, no, my brain just turns off.
Yeah.
I thought the Super Bowl commercials this year were underwhelming at best.
I just don't think. I think the way that advertising has exploded and the way that social media is the way that it is, Super Bowl commercials just aren't what they were because companies have opportunities to get in front of audiences 700 different ways every single day.
It's just not worth the fucking money anymore to do the Super Bowl thing.
Whatever crypto company it was that had the genius
Coinbase
idea.
That shit was so dumb.
The QR
code, fucking dumb.
It was brilliant, and it ended up being Coinbase, where it was like, okay.
I thought it was dumb as fuck.
I thought it was incredibly smart because how many people out there engaged with it?
Oh, dude, they said the numbers. They said the numbers on that QR code were like out of control.
Is all the people fucking scanning QR codes are already their fucking audience. Like Coinbase isn't making any inroads with like older populations at all with that commercial.
I don't know. I think after COVID, I think QR codes are universally recognized enough that because it was just 30 seconds of a QR code, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'd be willing to bet that. Now, to your point, I think a bunch of people went there like, I don't know what the fuck this is, and just closed out of it. But
the ones that didn't step forward, totally worth.
Yeah.
I'm already invested in Coinbase, so they already had me.
Really, Rudo?
What? I got a little bit of crypto. It's nothing much, though.
My favorite tweet was said, the way I know crypto isn't real money, I never see commercials for money. And I thought that was so damn funny.
I was convinced it was a Rickroll. I was waiting. I opened up Twitter and was like, I can't wait for this to be a fucking Rickroll. And was just like, this is going to be the greatest commercial ever.
If it was a Rickroll, it would have been great. I won't deny that.
And I was like, this is it. This is the pinnacle of advertising. I can't. Somebody spent $500,000 to fucking Rickroll 100 million people at the same time. Would have been absolutely worth it.
Yeah, it's starting to look like the Avs playing back-to-back is catching up to them a little bit here.
Well, and now they're going into that show, late game show. Yep. Blaze is going to lose the shots on goal bet.
Looks like it.
For sure.
What was it, 28.5 or 26.5?
It's 28.
28. And this last minute or so has moved.
It's been slow. It's been slow.
Yeah, if the Avs want to turn into the early 2000s Devils, that'd be great. The highest scoring team in the league who was also elite defensively and won multiple Stanley Cups.
And that's the thing about the Avs Turtle Shell this year is it's been really good. It's not like they get shelled. They just are playing super prevent defense, and they're preventing instead of just getting hemmed in.
So don't take one because your stick gets caught.
That was out.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't even close to out.
That was out.
Let's look, actually. Yeah, Eichel has a 14.50.
Did the Nuggets pull it out?
They win? Oh, it's 117-160. And who hit the game winner?
Monte Morris. Fuck yeah.
Didn't you say they were, what was the score the last time we checked?
They were down by 8 when somebody asked earlier.
Yeah. I thought someone said 18. Oh, I was like, yeah, that's a hell of a comeback.
Yeah, that would be insane.
In Golden State would be that would be interesting. Oh man, that Nuggets team, I'm telling you, dude, they're gonna,
when they get their dudes back,
they are going to be the favorite to upset somebody in the first round.
They're straight up like Columbus a couple years ago, except for all their additions are just from getting healthy.
I'm telling you, they're like Golden State when Golden State was the 6th seed against those 3rd seeded Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're playing all right on the defensive stuff a minute ago, but this is just, you can't.
Someone needed to help Berkey there, man. Like, he's alone in the corner with 2 nights on him.
Yeah, watching Jack Johnson, who's standing next to Darcy Kemper right now.
Right.
While Sam Girard's fighting for the puck behind the net. What the fuck?
Up and out. Okay. Oh fuck.
Oh my god. This is you're gonna get what you deserve doing this.
Yep. Unless Darcy Kemper bails your ass out.
Well, this is why you got Darcy Kemper.
Yep.
Look, this matchup.
Yes, I'll have you know, AJ shot and murdered that deer with a crossbow. He's an elite crossbow hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You may not know that about him.
Yep. Yeah, homie don't play. I always tell you, there was no Bambi 2 for a reason.
Someone asked earlier, what's the most annoying question we get in the chat? Right now, it's people asking about Bowen Byram. because there's nothing to say, and there will be nothing to say until he's back.
Well, there continues to be nothing. Like, just because when there is news, it'll be huge. Oh, there was a Bambi 2? There's a reason there was no Bambi 3. Just keep rolling until I get to the
Bambi 2 is just AJ crossbowing a deer. That's the whole movie.
It's an 11-minute movie. Yeah, I mean, the MAF trade talk is just dumb, so you kind of just ignore it.
Yeah, when you're talking about stuff like that, it's like you guys are just trolling at this point. When you're talking about MAF.
I tore the heart out of the deer with my own hands, like in Last of the Mohicans. When he skinned the dude and was like...
Was it like that, or was it more like Indiana Jones?
No, it was definitely Last of the Mohicans.
Okay.
Just because that was such a badass scene, and like the whole thing is like that dude specifically was like, I'm gonna team up with the French, and I'm gonna go find that motherfucker, and I'm gonna kill all of his children.
That's a trip. You have to call that. Yeah, okay.
Like he was like, I'm gonna kill all of his children. I'm gonna do it in front of him. I'm gonna murder his kids in front of him, and then cut out his heart mid battlefield. It was so badass.
Anyway, just about cut out Petrangelo's heart right there.
I would have rather have seen that 2-on-1 than this power play.
I agree.
Oh,
Petrangelo shit himself and went, well, where was the other defenseman? Can I make an insane argument that Landy should get a penalty shot?
If this is double IHF ref.
You see how close Petrangelo got to getting kicked in the face by Landy's blade? That was scary, man. That
one that happened in Florida, whatever it was, 10 years ago. That one that was so scary about that one was it came because of an egregious trip.
Yep. And like that dude has no control of his feet at that point.
Right. These zone entries continue to struggle. Can't turn it over, last man.
McKinnon makes it work. Ooh, Mikko, you had him.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great scoring chance, too.
Oh, yeah. Hard to complain, but you put the game away right here, man. You've had a ton of chances. You got to make one count. Mikko, that was a wide open net. Okay.
Oh my!
I thought he got it with the stick too. I thought he did it first.
Holy shit!
Your dick is very large. Yes, it is.
So about Mikko being a shitter.
He is very good. I never said otherwise.
I mean, that's a sick pass from Kadri, though. Or was it Mac? It was Mac.
I think it was McKinnon, yeah.
That was Fabu.
Oh, dirty.
Everybody in.
Mikko banks it off the camera. See you, Vegas.
I love that my frustrations with Mikko being soft have turned into Mikko sucks.
Yeah, we've really over-exaggerated his demise.
Well, where it's just like, because we always talk about it, I'm always like, yeah, and he always ends up with 2 fucking points because he's an elite player. Like, What do you do about that? I went back and looked this morning after we talked about it last night. But I think the Avs have not lost in regulation in a back-to-back in the last 2 years.
On the second half. Yeah, someone put it in chat. They're 11-0-4 since.
Oh, yeah. That's what I got, too, when I looked at it. I missed that last night, so props to them for digging that up.
Gerard. You got to take Carrier there.
Carrier thinks he's tough because Sam Girard is a little man.
No, but he dropped his stick and just started feeding Taves uppercuts.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the Avs are going to win this game, and they scored on a power play, and so far they've kept Vegas from scoring. Great hockey game, right? We're done here.
No way. Seriously.
Wow.
That's pretty fucking wild.
Alrighty. Well, and this is what we're talking about. Like they just get away with this shit.
That's pretty crazy.
What's worse, that or Nathan McKinnon's hit on Patrick?
I think McKinnon's hit on Patrick, definitely.
Different.
But at least they're trying to play hockey.
Yeah, well, but I mean, like, yeah, like one comes during play, and the other one is a guy just dropping his gloves and uppercutting a dude who's not trying to engage with him.
And, like, obviously, Taze is fine, so there's no injury there, but...
Someone coming late?
Yeah.
Oh, Nico got nothing on that, dude.
If he doesn't whiff that, man.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. How slow is Jack Johnson?
Watching him just lose ground.
Watching Riley Smith, like, God. That had to be how Napoleon felt watching the Russian army in the winter advance on him.
Just slowly fucking marching down your throat.
Like, we can't stop this shit. Yo, my life would be so much more interesting if I could just go around doing that. Isn't that the truth? If you could just like go around
suckering people.
Yeah, like a dude gives you bad service at like Burger King and you just fucking rock him and you're just like, there you go. I'm sorry you hate your job. Dude cuts you off in traffic and you just start throwing haymakers. Like, it's like the angriest life of all time.
People in the service industry don't have it bad enough.
Yeah,
they can do it too.
They can. That's what we're talking about. They can just wail on shitty customers. I'm here for that.
Oh, dude. I would have lasted 10 minutes in hospitality. 10 minutes if I was allowed to do that shit. The motherfucking nonsense that people would pull on hotel workers.
Just reach across the desk and fucking slam people's heads into it. Like...
Dude, the fucking dumb questions that you have to put up with where you're like, how the fuck did you get past your 7th birthday? Yes, I am all for people in the customer service industry being allowed to fight back physically. There have to be consequences for these assholes.
Absolutely. Man. Nice stick.
Great stick.
Can I just say that this has the potential to be the most Jack Eichel point of all time? If he gets a point and they lose 2-1.
He gets the point after the empty netter and it ends up 3-1.
Oh, yeah.
That's Matthew Shane. That was Matthew Shane before this year.
Rest in peace, white balance? What the fuck?
Yeah. Wow.
The lights turned up, or was that a technical error?
Is there a bomb going off? Get in. Get in.
No.
Oh!
Who was that?
I think it was G. Oh, it was Kale. Fuck.
He needs a few of those if he's going to win that bet.
Yeah, he's cooled off a little bit. I need him to start scoring again.
Boy, a goal, 2 assist night on national television with everybody watching would be...
He's going to win the Calder anyway, dude. We riot.
Norris?
Norris, sorry, yeah.
He has to stay healthy, but yeah.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, he's going to win it. Like, full stop. If he gets hurt, obviously, he'll lose.
This is, Wyshynski wrote it in his awards watch thing the other day, and he's 100% right. Sometimes the award feels predetermined.
Yep. The dude just has to not fuck it up. Yeah.
The year that everybody just decided to give it to Drew Doughty, no matter what Erik Karlsson did when he had 82 points in 82 games.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're giving it to Drew Doughty because Erik Karlsson doesn't play defense. And it was like predetermined and nobody was moving off that stance.
Yep.
Cale Makar has that going for him this year, but the Avs fans don't want to talk about that part because
he definitely does.
all the Hart Trophy snubs have hardened Avalanche fans to be mad.
They're ready for sadness again.
Yeah. They're ready for awards night to not matter.
That first McKinnon Hart was like one of the most disappointing. Just you and I both there, like, well, all right, I guess we'll go talk to Taylor Hall.
Yeah. Well, and then watching the exact criteria used for Hall's victory
get used against him.
McKinnon,
yeah.
2 years later was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nope.
It was very, very frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, if Yahir is hanging out in the back end, Darcy Kemper for king of the game.
He's not.
He should be, shouldn't he?
He's not. The Avs just failed to score an empty net in the offensive zone again. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, a little different with 20 seconds left.
It doesn't. It does not matter at all. But they have more successful scoring empty nets from their own zone than they are the offensive zone at this point. And Kemper gets the shutty. All right,
dude.
His team is good.
P.S. Darcy Kemper has 3 shutouts in his last 4 starts on the road.
Seems good.
And the only game in which he did not have a shutout, he made 40 saves on 41 shots in LA.
Seems good. Darcy Kemper might be good. Okay. All right. We're going to get out of here for this watch along. Just jump over to the post-game show. We're going to go live in like a couple minutes here. So same YouTube channel, all that, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. We love all of you so very much. We'll talk to you in like 2 minutes. Okay, bye.